Next week on Home and Away in the UK, Molly faces a difficult decision to save its business. In one of many questionable business decisions of recent times, Molly left the board shop in the hands of new assistant Lacey, as he headed to his hometown of Monterey Point to help out with sister Loanna's childcare. Molly had not long employed Lacey, which soon came back to bite him when it was revealed that she didn't even know how to surf. Lacey initially tried to blag it by having boyfriend Theo take the students through the lessons, and when Molly eventually found out, he agreed to keep the arrangement. In the first couple of weeks of Molly's absence, Lacey quickly realized that the shop was already running at a loss. Abigail offered to help oversee things until Molly returned, the pair hoping they could weather the storm. Several weeks down the line, with the situation having not improved, the pair were faced with a dilemma when Lacey learned that Theo had turned down the chance to return to his job at the garage due to his commitments to the board shop. Knowing it was what he truly wanted to do, and despite knowing that surfing lessons were the main money spinner, Lacey urged Abby to let Theo go. With the main source of income now gone, and scores of customers requiring refunds, Abby is fretting over the business. Mac urged her to be honest with Molly, but when Abby then took a call from her boyfriend, she learned he was already on the way back to the bay. As Molly returns to the farmhouse next week, he catches up with Mac, Levi and Abby before heading off to unpack. Mac can see Molly's in good spirits, but Abby is forced to admit that she hasn't been able to tell him about the business yet. The next morning, Molly can see that Abby is holding something back. Abby admits that she made the decision to let Theo go and stresses that they now need to dive into the board shop books to see where things stand. Still unaware of the full situation, Molly remains confident that they can work it out. Heading to the shop, Abby goes through everything in detail: the unsatisfied students, the backlogged board orders, the ongoing stock issues. It's all been snowballing since Molly went away. Molly still remains confident that he can work through it all, but Abby isn't so sure. How on earth is he going to find the time to shape the backlog of board orders whilst simultaneously teaching the surfing lessons? Abby tells Molly there's only one thing he can do: Lacey has to go. The shop needs an employee who can not only teach surfing but also manage day-to-day responsibilities. At present, Lacey isn't meeting those requirements, and Abby insists it's the only way to get the business back on track. However, the prospect of sacking his newest staff member doesn't sit well with Molly. When Lacey arrives at the board shop, Molly thanks her for looking after things while he was away. Lacey shrugs it off, still feeling guilty, and insists there's no need for praise, she's just glad they can rely on each other. Molly, however, can't shake Abby's suggestion that Lacey should be let go. Seeing the tension, Lacey turns to Abby, stressing how important the job is to her, unaware that she has just been trying to convince Molly to fire her. Abby talks again, Molly, aware that he hasn't acted yet, and Molly finds himself stuck, trying to find a way to keep Lacey without compromising the shop. In the end, he calls Lacey over and lays out a plan: if she can learn to surf so that she can run lessons as well as managing the shop, her position will be secure. Will Lacey be up for the challenge in order to keep her job, or is Molly making a decision which will put the business in further jeopardy?